Give us the rundown of your
Sure.
basic home or condo insurance here.
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, for the most part, policies are going to look and feel like what we're used to seeing in the United States. They're going to cover fire, burglary, glass breakage, third-party liability. That would include if you've got a palm tree on your property and it falls over and damages your neighbor's garage, for example. A condo owner that has a pipe break and water damage affects a surrounding unit, there'd be coverage for that. And then there's optional coverages that we just talked about a moment ago, and that would be earthquake and hurricane coverage. Very important in the Southern Baja region. This is where a bulk of the premium comes into play for obvious reasons, but really important to include these coverages.
You ever come across somebody like after the fact that has had an issue with their house and they just think, hey, this is Mexico, I don't necessarily need to, get insurance here, and they're coming to you after the fact, or just any kind of like nightmare story where they're not covered for something?
So there was, after Hurricane Odile in 2014, this was the biggest hurricane that my office has seen in close to 18 years. It caused over $1 billion in damage in the Southern Baja region. And I remember a phone call from a spouse. This wife called me up one day and said, I've got to report our claim on our condo. It's extremely damaged from wind and debris and rain that got inside our unit, and I need to submit a claim. And I remember pulling up her profile and looking at it and kind of taken back for a second and seeing that she did not have catastrophic coverage included. And I remember reviewing this with her. I'm obviously going through my notes and checking this out and see that they did not want hurricane coverage. And in fact, it was her husband that purchased the policy. And when I let her know her policy did not cover, hurricane damage, she said, how could this happen? I said, your husband unfortunately declined on this coverage. And she said, thank you very much. But she was definitely not happy about that.
Yeah, what is that, like penny wise, dollar stupid?
Yeah,
it's really easy. It's really, and it's not like judging that person. I mean, a lot of people are gonna, say that's not gonna happen to me, and then, that's literally what insurance is for.
Well, without a doubt. And when you break it down over a monthly period, and it's not, if a hurricane is going to happen, it's when a hurricane is going to happen. And Hurricane Olaf just came through Southern Baja and caused a lot of flooding and so forth. And, you never know. And that's why you buy insurance, right? To mitigate risk, to not have to come out of pocket 100%. And what's important about this on the condo side, I'll touch base on this, is that we get calls from clients that, just purchased a condo, and they call up and they say, I just want to purchase content coverage. And we really strive to educate our clients. That's what's really important about our day-to-day here, is making sure that clients understand what they're purchasing. Obviously, being in Mexico, this is a different type of insurance, and not everybody's used to needing to, include catastrophic coverages. So with that in mind, you want to make sure if there is a master policy on your homeowners association or there is not a homeowners association policy, these come into play. And to dive deeper into that, you've got a master policy that covers the shell of the building. And the insurable risk or the insurable exposure that condo owner has is the interior unit of that condo. And you really want to make sure that your condo policy covers betterments and fixtures. This would be best explained like 50% of the walls inward, your cabinets and your cabinets and your countertops, things like that. When you think about content coverage, personal property, the analogy I use is if you're a giant and you pick up your home or condo and turn it upside down and shake it, anything that's not attached to the walls, that's going to be considered your personal property. And you want to take it a step further and not just include coverage for that. You want to have some coverage for the betterments and fixtures. It's really important.